the birth of misery is when it's not when, is because most live two different versions of themselves. There's a version of themselves that they have about themselves with themselves, and a version of themselves that they tell others or they try to act or pretend to be. You see? But we're supposed to be one way, one personality. Not character. My character changes. To me, character is my mood, depending on the situation, who you are. Right? So it's all about merging. Which one makes you feel good? Right? It's usually the version of you that you tell people. Why? There must be something that you want to be viewed as, right? That you tell others. Because I'm seeing it. It's fucking ridiculous. Especially in women. They are spending more. There's this YouTube commercial that I actually caught a couple months ago. It disappeared. But it's true. She's like, women study has been proven something. I think it's a offer for financial education, something like that. But how a study shows women spend a lot more than men, and like the average woman in America is like living paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, what about the rest? Because as long as you're working, to me, you're doing paycheck to paycheck. That's why I really don't see it, right? And what helps me to stand strong on my own beliefs and live outside of society norm, right? Like when my surroundings, like, what? As an adult, you have to have a job. I'm like, oh, well, I can do and be and have whatever I want. I manifest. I live through that, right? I live the housewife lifestyle without being a wife. You know? I mean, it is what it is. C'est la vie. When you work for God, God take care of you. What is it? Reverend Ike always says, I love that guy. Have you noticed people want to take care of you? I mean, the way he says it is so fun. I mean, funny. I love it. I love him. But when in fact, I'm going to listen to him. It's been a while. I need him. I need some of him in my blood system. This house is like aching a lot. I swear to God, I don't know what it is. Okay, let's not get into that. I have my conspiracy therapy. I've been on my Maya game. Whoever watches Girlfriends knows what I'm talking about. I am straight up acting like Maya these past couple of days on my peeping on my neighbors. But not peeping, but I don't know. Thanks to Light. If you know who Light is. Paranoia. Nah. But seriously, so it's because of that. It's two different versions that you're constantly living, so you're like, you're drained. You're just like, living through muscle memory. And my friend, I tell you, there is just beauty. Life just tastes different. The flower looks different. Colors are brighter. You're able to see air. Yeah, I'm telling you, I said it. You're able to see air when you're aligned, when you are yourself at all times. What does that mean? I can't be myself at all times if I'm working at 8 to 5, right? I have to act a certain way. I hated that shit. That was the beginning, the focal point of my life, right? That was like, that cracked me like a nut into my spiritual awakening path, right? It became emotionally, physically unbearable to clock in and to clock out, especially when I clock out. It's like, I feel like, I don't know what it was. To clock in, it's like I do my meditations, right? Like I babysit myself. I get my favorite drinks, you know. I'm all about the simple things in life. Got my favorite drinks, right? I would have my favorite lunch, whatever I'm craving. Like, I know how to, I live like a queen. I treat myself like I'm a fucking princess, but I know I'm a fucking queen. Oh yeah, I'm a queen now. Yeah. But, what was I saying? Yeah, I know how to spoil myself. It doesn't mean I'm that. What is it? That Drake song? She know hard days. She know hard time. Na 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 na. I know Shawty doesn't love a slow song. She had a mind if I but it's in the fastest. Na 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 na. Something. Okay. Anyways, I love that line. It's like she had a mind if it's in the past. She's stressing. It's in the past something. I love that song. The whole verse. I feel like it's dedicated for me. Yeah, right? So then what can I do? Right? As an adult, we're all gonna be like, well, the bill needs to be paid. We got bills, right? It's like we have to work, right? That's what I told myself too. So it's like then I came to a point. All right, what am I gonna do? What do I love? Honestly, it's like even more than writing, even more than fashion itself, designing. I love to sit and do nothing and to just bask in my own mind, to just think. I enjoy doing that, right? So it's like, all right, what can I do for? I have to, like change my lifestyle. What can I do for a living to allow me to sky gaze for the rest of my afternoon? It's gonna have to be like something entrepreneur, right? So, yeah. It's all about questioning your questions, taking your questions serious, taking your interests serious. When you do that, you start to become more and more self-focused. When you're self-focused, you start to become more and more yourself because you're understanding yourself, right? It becomes easier and easier to become yourself. And then it's like refreshing to be yourself, right? It's like so much energy that you are releasing to go towards your creative self. So much brain power when you stop, like when we start filtering your surrounding, what's benefiting you. That's including people, place, food, shows, everything I see, everything I touch, everything I smell, everything I eat, everything I think, right? That creates a human being. Meaning when you start using your brain, right? Now you're creating this thing called beautiful mind. It's all about, is your mind beautiful or ugly? To me, that's how I look at it. Is it dirty or clean? It's all about that. What's in your mind? And like understanding that concept helps you to understand others. Show compassion without carrying their burden. Because now you understand everyone has a choice what to entertain in their mind's garden. And there is no way that you can help a man change his mind, right? There isn't a switch to turn on and off, right? So you understand that. All right, so now it's like, it's gonna help you to grow, to evolve, and because you have responsibility to live your life purpose first, right? You can't be slowing down by your surrounding, right? Everyone has timing. If you're not happy, if life is becoming unbearable, right? As Oprah says, life whisper first. Slowly whispers. And when you continue to ignore it, it gets louder and louder. Same problems, different year. For me, I remember car problems days, right? It's like, what the hell? Right? You start to question. You must question. But because the majority live through muscle memory, it's like, right? You start to accept these hardships and obstacles, so that keeps you busy to live like that for the rest of your life, because it's all about the thought pattern that you practice, and you continue to accept the reality, and you just think that's how life is because you don't really go anywhere outside of your hometown and your your home bank, your home grocery store, right? How are you going to be inspired if you don't see? You won't look for it. That's why it's important to listen to your own interests, right? The farm boy makes it into being a superstar, or the small town girl moves to New York and become, right, a millionaire. Why? Even when she's milking the cows, she listens to that voice. And that voice doesn't give a shit where you are. Even Jesus Christ was born where? In a barn, right? It's not about where you were born. It's not about where you are born. No one can choose that. That's so fucking stupid. But the majority is like carrying that burden, right? Read my books. A book for subtract the first 15 years of your age. Right? It talks about that the first 15. We're just like absorbing. It's like, go back and like, hey, who are you around? Who are those people? Where are they? Where are those people? Are you proud of them? Doesn't matter where you're at, how old you are, how much deep you are in this life. With kids, it doesn't matter. It's all about trying to understand that child within you. Because unless you heal that, right, it's just gonna, pain is just gonna come to the surface in different times, using different tools in different situations. That you're never gonna be able to heal it. Right? Because you need to work on it. You have to understand the root, where it's coming from, the cause. And it's all gonna be like the beginning, right? It only makes sense as long as, as far back as you can. Right? But the point is like knowing that you can change, knowing and understanding, oh, it's all about what I plant in my mind. What's in my mind? What is the thought pattern? Yeah, there is a pattern, you listen to yourself. Right? That's why most alcohol and drugs is necessary so you can shut that voice. Right? And just like try to act like, yeah, your best self, like childlike, playful self. But you can be that without the drugs and alcohol because that's what you are. You can access it full time. You just have to be aligned with your true interests. That's your freedom to life. The best things in life are free. The best things in life are free. When the student is ready, the teacher will show up. It's always been amazing to me in America, or most countries, I believe. The most treasure is in nature and in the library, and both are free. But throughout my 10 years of spiritual awakening, I remember no one I would see that would look like me. It's only like people that are obligated to be at the library, let's just say that are going to be at the library. And that's always been amazing to me, right? Or at the park. Why? Because we're too busy on our shows and phones or whatever it is that we're doing. No one is really trying to understand life. But everyone has a relationship with life and a certain voice that is leading them, that would lead them. Right? That's instilled in us. That is our compass. Without that, we're just lost. We're just like animals. We're not creating anything. We're not turning ourselves into nothing. Because what are we? We are being human. Right? We are this thing that's going to die, that's going to leave this earth, this body that we occupy at a certain time that we don't even know. So who is better? Who is big enough to respect other than yourself? Who's important enough to listen other than yourself? But why? Why is it that we spend the majority of our lives worrying about what others say, what others, right? My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. God bless 21 Pilots. And they're from my hometown. Yay! I love 21 Pilots, and I think Renegades too, right? What band is also from Columbus, Ohio, that made it big like 21 Pilots? I can't think of it right now. It's like in the tip of my tongue. Anyways, yeah. Isn't it funny? No one is gonna die with us, but here we are spending, wasting, right? Life, impressing others in the way we dress, where we spend our money, how we spend it, all based upon others' value. Has nothing to do with ours, our true core value. So when you're at work, you're miserable. When you get off work, you got to have the happy hour. That's why they call it happy hour. Why do they even call it happy hour? Yeah, check that shit. Yeah, let's get you happy. Adults need Willy Wonka too, right? I mean, Disneyland. Write it down. How do people around you perceive you? Be honest as an adult. How do they perceive you? You know how they do it. Be honest with yourself. Not the lie that you tell yourself. And how do you truly feel? And look at it as an observer. Look at it as if that you're an author for a play. And think about it. It's gonna be funny. This is what you're supposed to do with your brain, basically. That's what it's here to do. But when you don't use it, it's gonna require a lot of external usage, right? To stimulate it. It's gonna be through the things that you see or you put through your mouth, right? That's the only way you can shed it, because you're too busy body now. I mean, busy with your body. The cramps and the bloatedness and the gas and the headache and the blood sugar and the diabetes and the obese. What is it? Etc. Right? So, yeah. No one is coming to help you. Help yourself. I'm tired of these therapy this, therapy that, therapy this commercials. Again, crippling humanity with this therapy shit. Let's talk about your problems again. Let's keep them alive. Let's cultivate them so you can be a fucking lifetime customer. Fuck that. You released that shit. It happened. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? I can't delete about the assault that happened when I was 13. It happened. It happened already. That's it. There's nothing that you can do. Me talking about it, okay? What is it? Is it gonna change? Are we building up characters? Are we writing a novel? Are we changing up the lead actor? Are we turning him into different roles? What are we doing? Why are we talking about the same fucking problem that happened 13 years ago again and again and again and again? Oh, until you get over. What am I getting over? You see? What am I... It's all about, because it's like business. You know how there's business over fashion, over sneakers or whatever trends that we follow, it's just like that. Personality is just like that, on sale for humanities too. We're on sale just like that. If you can't think for yourself, you're being used. Available for every business that's open. Right? They tell you, come do this, we help you do this. Yeah. It's amazing. 10:10, perfect time to stop.